There was a man who sang his way through life with a smile.
9 years ago today, we got the phone call about Isaac Avila. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about Isaac?
About that day, about Isaac?
Well, about the day first.
Well, the day that we got the phone call, it was like I lost a member of my family. Isaac was made such an impact on my life, such an influence, musically, personally. He was just a major force in my life. When we got that call, it was devastating, and we ended up going to the hospital, and his family was there. He finally passed while we were there. I guess within an hour or something like that we had gotten there. He passed. I got a chance to see him just before that, and I got a chance to hold his hand and talk to him, and he sounded like he was kind of responding. Gave me a little bit of hope, but within an hour after that, he passed. And like I said, it was really made a major, it was very devastating to me. Yeah.
So for the people that never met Isaac, tell them a little bit about him.
Isaac was one of a kind. He was a character. First of all, the guy was a musical genius. You know, he was he had a perfect ear for music. He played so many instruments. He played guitar, he played bass. He's a terrific singer, great singer. He had it all. But he was the most humble person you would ever want to meet. You know, having all those gifts, all those musical gifts, and still being as humble as he was amazing to me. You know, because I've been in this business so long, and I've met so many musicians that do have the gifts, but know it, and they're not that humble. You know, so that's what impressed me so much. And
well, so the day that you asked me to take you out,
right,
somewhere in the valley, you just wanted to go to a hole in the wall.
Yeah, I was tired of the whole club scene.
Yeah,
and I told you, take me out to some watering hole, somewhere where I can just sit and you can have a couple of drinks and listen to some good music. That's it. So you took me to the Rocky Mountain Bowl, I believe it was, bowling alley, and I see this guy come out. We sat there at the bar and had a couple of drinks, and this guy comes out and real kind of, comes out with a t-shirt, real scruffy, and he even had some little food stains on in this t-shirt, and but once he started singing, it was just unbelievable. I was there, and I was just kind of in awe of his voice, you know, first of all, and he was just accompanying himself on a guitar playing. Then all of a sudden, he just started playing the guitar and playing some, you know, different riffs and little solos and things. And I said, this guy's something else. He's something special. I knew he was going to be something special. So it was a couple of weeks after that we ended up going to the Prez up there in the valley,
Mission Hills,
and they had a karaoke. And he came in with Rachel. We talked a little bit, and you had asked me if I would sing the song "Let It Be Me," and I said, you know, I don't like singing the song by myself, you know, but then Isaac said, you know what, I'll sing it with you. I pretty much know it, you know. And at the time, I had this thing about, you know, when I was doing the two-part harmony thing, it was the thing that I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it without singing with my brother, because it was, I don't know, kind of a little thing that I had, because I sang so long with him, and I used to sing together for so long. And I said, you know, I don't feel right about doing that. I almost felt like I was cheating, you know, because my brother and I had sang so long together. And I said, okay, let's give it a shot, you know, let's do it. We went up there and sang the song together, and it felt like I've been singing with him all my life, you know. He had that same kind of vocal, you know, the what do you call it? The mix between the voices was so natural. It was, you know, unbelievable. And right at that point, I guess at the time we were looking for another vocalist, and I told you, I said, look, I'd like to see if I can get Isaac in the band, and at least try him out, see what, you know. So he came in, and again, you know, just very humble guy, and he started working with us, and it was to the point where there was a little problem there because my brother was still working with the band, but there was this kind of animosity there for a while. He didn't like the fact that I was bringing somebody else in to help, because at the time my brother couldn't sing very many songs, and I brought Isaac to help out on the vocals. My brother wasn't always playing with the band, and he started singing, and you know, for a while there was this, like, again, this animosity between some of the guys because he was a new guy, and you know, so when I'll never forget this, when one of the guys that used to play in the band, and at the time Isaac was still learning the songs, was still learning the music, so he carried the lyrics, you know, some paper and the lyrics and the whole thing. He would put it on a music stand. So before one of the gigs, this person went and took the lyrics and threw them away, or hit them first, and Isaac was, you know, left there without the music and without the lyrics things. So he goes, he was a gamer, man. He said, he was, all right, let's do it. And he got through that set and he kicked butt, did a great job. He turned to the guy, I'm not going to mention any names, but the person that did that, he knew when he did it, and he said, you know, I want to thank you for taking the lyrics from me, because it made me try harder and look at it and learn stuff and do it on my own.
Yeah, challenge him.
Rely on it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of person he was. That's the kind of personality he had, and that's the kind of conviction he had. You know, and he was very special.
And throughout the years, there was a tight, you know, feeling between all you guys in the band.
It was a special bond.
Yeah, and I remember the road trips. You know.
Road trips were crazy with Isaac, you know. And
how did you know Isaac was sitting in a certain place?
By all the food that he'd leave there, you know. The wrappers and everything that was there. Isaac was just always eating and always, you know. And if you didn't finish something, you know, Isaac would, I'll take it. Boom. And he would put stuff in his pocket. I remember he probably had a fried chicken in his pocket, a little piece of fried chicken in his pocket. But he was just a character. He was somebody that you'll never forget, you know.
Yeah.
Very talented. Another thing that I remember is that we had a gig in Chicago, and Steve Follomer, our bass player, wasn't able to make the gig at the last minute. There was something that happened, something in his health, and he couldn't make the gig. So I just said, you know what, I'll play bass. And I told him, well, man, we don't even have a chance to rehearse the stuff. Don't worry about it. And we ended up doing it with him playing bass. First time he's ever played bass with a band, and he nailed it. Perfect.
Yeah.
You know, on the bass. You know, the guy was just amazing.
It was amazing, exactly. Well, his family, I remember his family always going to the gigs, and his mom would be there with the biggest smile.
Oh yeah, she was so proud of him. Even I remember when he recorded a couple of the songs on the Tu Worlds Dos Mundos album, and he recorded the one song, I can't forget the name of it, but she was there, you know, she was a proud mom, you know, while he was doing the vocals and everything, and you know, she had tears coming down her eyes when Isaac would sing the song. and that gave him more incentive and to put more passion into the song, you know. And that was beautiful.
He did 3 albums with you guys.
Right.
Two Worlds, Dos Mundos, Cafe East LA, and Latin Legends Live.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Latin Legends Live was like the second or third most popular CD, and it was great because Isaac was there singing along with Billy Mondragon, and we had 2 great vocalists. But what was really great about it is that Billy and Isaac had this kind of real healthy competition that they would go back and forth with, you know.
I remember that.
And yeah, and it made it got the band to also play harder and play with more passion, and it was a great situation, you know. With, that little competition thing between the 2 vocalists was great, and it shows on the CD.
Yeah. So, moving forward, the day of his funeral, I can tell you myself, it was like a scene, you know, out of La Bamba, and so many people were there. So many people were there.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because you watch the movie La Bamba, and you see the scene where when Richie Valens passes away and he dies, that whole parade of lowrider cars with the wreath and all that thing. It was the same situation as Isaac. Isaac was loved in the San Fernando Valley. He was the king of the San Fernando Valley. I used to say that all the time. And he was second to Richie Valens, basically. You know? Yeah. Everybody loved Isaac, and still do, and everybody remembers him.
Yeah. Well, in closing, you want to say something to the family?
Family? Well, I just want to tell the family that Joanna and I, to this day, we talk about Isaac like he's still here. His presence is still here with us. His spirit is with us, and there's not a day that goes by that we don't think about him. And that's the truth, you know, because there's either something funny or something just amazing something that happens that would say, you know, Isaac, how would Isaac used to handle the situation, that kind of thing, because he was a unique person, very unique person. We loved him very much, and you know, I know you love him.
We all miss him.
Beyond.
Yeah.
And,
we all miss him, but
we feel like he was part of our family.
Yeah, and he'll forever live in our hearts.
And he'll forever live in our hearts.
Isaac Avila, por vida.
Por vida.